Up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's what Rap a Lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God it in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 21. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 and a Charger TD. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. To throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. Fighting him off. Oh, another great move. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Herbert. To Mixon on the check down. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This goes out wide for Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Chargers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, the touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that was absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Herbert now. Swinging this out for Pollard. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Complete to number 7. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 28-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Second and 6. Buying time to his left. This is Fant. Oh, what a catch. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Chargers 21. Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half, it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain that time for the Chargers. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
Mixon with a first down carry. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's got him in, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, CD, you know, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Chargers 31, Broncos 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Back to Mixon on second down. Mixon with a first down and more. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown! That's caught. Dalton Schultz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Broncos 21.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 38, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now, Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
An 11-yard loss on the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the return will stop right around the 25. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now, Herbert dumps it off to Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And caught by Thomas for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now, we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this one too low. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Michael Davis. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that will be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point from McManus is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mixon. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Play action. It's Herbert rolling to his right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Touchdown, LA! Dalton Schultz with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. On 1st down, Mixon. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert being chased out left. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and a 1.
He'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking to throw. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this